Hey everybody, happy Valentine's Day. We are going to do a quick fun little project with our new neon watercolors. If you are in the lettering club, you should have gotten these in your happy mail. Everybody has been delivered, and hopefully they are to all of you club members by now. If you are local, we do sell these too, but I just want to show you a fun little easy something to do with some watercolors, and you can use whatever colors, but I love the neon colors. So I'm going to kind of put this over to the side and just do something really quick here. It does not take long to create fun art. So we're going to create this right over here. So I'm going to grab me a Sharpie. I may do it, well, I was about to say a little bit bigger, but I don't want to go too terribly big. But let's see, I'm going to do just a quick heart. It might not be perfect, and that's a-okay. Y'all know by now I don't really care too much about perfection. I am going to do it. I like doing like messy multiple lines. I feel like it gives me more freedom to just not be perfect. Okay, because if you're doing kind of like the multiple lines, it's kind of just, it looks like it's supposed to be just here and there and everywhere. All right, and then I'm going to come around and do my fun little curve, and then I like to do it a double loop. Since I did these with multiple lines, I'm going to go and do these with multiple lines too. Now, if you are a lettering club and member and you are tuning in, you totally can do this with your watercolors, but this is not your main project. We will be releasing project 1 with these on Monday, but for sure, go ahead and grab those colors if you've got some extra watercolor paper and go for it, because they're just so fun to play with. So this is just an easy heart drawing. As you saw, it was not perfect to begin with. I did multiple lines, then I did a second layer, then I did the little curvy border, and then a few little lines. Okay, so really easy drawing. And because we always like to add a little bit of lettering, we will add our lettering over here, and then we're just gonna have fun adding in the liquid, not the liquid, but the neon watercolor. So here we go. Let's see. Can move this. Wondering almost if I should do it. Nah, I'll keep it like this. Okay, so I wrote it. It's got a little bit on the angle. I did that just to fill this space. At first, I kind of thought I might write like love and yeah, but then there would still be like some extra down here. So I just angled it so I could pull that Y over. I'm gonna thicken the down strokes, and you could paint in this if you wanted to. I don't think I want to though. I think I want to do these just like we did here in the sample with the Sharpie. And again, this is Sharpie that I'm using. Anytime that you are working on watercolor paper, anytime you're working with watercolors, if you know you're about to paint over it, you better have a Sharpie or some sort of permanent pen. Because if you do all of this with a black marker that you just pull, this is not black, but I'm just looking to the side over here. But let's say you did it with a Tombow marker and you thought, oh yeah, like this will be great. And you're doing your fun little heart and you're doing all the steps. Well then, whenever you get to the water and you start adding the watercolor, it's gonna turn to that. Okay, so we don't want that. I don't even want that touching this. Let me just move this out of the way. I am using, this is watercolor paper though. Anytime I'm using watercolor, I'm on watercolor paper. So let's see. Mary said, this is so cute. I might do it this afternoon for sure. I know, it's cute and fun, especially for today. And it doesn't take hardly any time. I mean, these neon watercolors are just hard to resist, y'all. I know, even though we've not released our first project for you members, it's like everybody wants to go in and play, and you totally can, because they are fun to play with. So right here, we're just this is a style called faux calligraphy, when you thicken those down strokes, then you leave some thin, and it has the look of a brush pen. Even though you're not using a brush pen, we are just using our Sharpie. Okay, so we've got our lettering. So now let's just have fun adding everything else. All right, Jessica said, might try to do this with the D Now girls this weekend. Yes, hey, let me know if you need more of the watercolors to use for them, because we have some opened, Jessica, for our classes. We've let our teen classes use them, so we have some that are already open that I will totally let you use. All right, so I'm just adding the water, and oh, isn't it so good? It's so good and so bright. Tiffany said, can you use the medium paper? Can you explain to me, Tiffany, what you mean, the medium paper? I'm not sure what you mean on that. I'll show you what I'm using, though. I am using the Canson watercolor pad. I really like this brand, and I like the thickness of it. Over here, you see it says 140 pound. I like that a lot. So I'm not sure which paper you're talking about, but I would say let it be watercolor paper. Now, we know some people that will paint, on our traceables that we send out on cardstock, and that does work too. It just curls up just a little bit sometimes. Now, instead of doing this right now, I'm going to jump out to here. I'm going to go out here and do the yellow. You could do the other one. Tiffany says, I meant the mixed media. Oh, yeah. Mixed media is meant for all kinds of mediums, so you could totally use it on the mixed media paper. It has a little less tooth to it, like a little bit. It's a little slicker, but I think it'll be fine though. Those type papers are meant for paint or water or all kinds of different things. Do y'all see how bright these are? It's so fun. So fun. And Jessica, speaking of doing this, so Jessica is hosting some girls from church for D Now. And earlier she just commented that she might do this with them. I feel like this would be a great one to do with them, not just because of the fun, cuteness, but really kind of getting into, I don't know if you're leading the talk or what, but getting into really like, who loves us? A lot of times we are craving a Valentine from a boy or something when they're that age, and really just talking about how God is always there, and he is the one who we should care about his opinion over some boys or Valentines or whatever. So I feel like this would be a good one if y'all are kind of talking on that subject stuff too. Tracy said, so cute. Can't wait to play. I know. It's so fun. It really is so fun. I've been playing on these for about the past hour. Like, I've just been getting lost in, oh, let me do this, and let me do this, and let me do this. All right, so now we've got all of the yellow, and now we're going to go back into with the purple. And the green, I think, would look really good with this, too. I'm just doing it just like this, just because. And it would also look good to do these a different colors, I'm just doing something real quick and real easy here. So basically all this is watercolor paper, Sharpie, and then some watercolors. I'm using the neon watercolors, which is our new fave at the moment. Okay, and then for the final fun touches, we're going to do the splatter, okay? So I will say with these, for those of y'all that are, if you've got these paints, I don't love the brush that much. I like a little bit bigger brush, okay? So you can use that, obviously, but I'm using a bigger one. Now, I am going to just get this really good and wet. I'm a little, I don't have a lot of room from my table to up here where this phone is. So I can't get my throw real good here, but let me just, let me move my computer, first of all. Get it far away. Goodness knows I don't want to ruin another computer. Okay, so here we go, and then I'm just going to start splatting. I'm getting a lot of, here I'm touching water, then touching pink, and then splat, splat, splat. Yes, ma'am, I love me some splatter paint. And then we'll go to we'll go to this bright orange, adding a lot of water. That's how you're going to get the splat, is with a good amount of water on there, and then just giving it a throw. And when you're doing water, when you're throwing it, remember, this is what I tell my kids, okay? My students, when we're splatter paint, we go up soft, down hard, okay? I do that over and over. I would say, I make them repeat after me, up soft, down hard. Up soft, down hard. And the reason I say that is because they can get carried away yanking this thing, and all of a sudden there is paint up on their face and over here. So So just if you decide to do this with any kids, remember that you go up slow and then the throw comes on the downward throw. So anyway, that is that. Fun stuff, huh? Okay, so if y'all give this a try, let me know. If you're a Lettering Club member, you've already got these neon colors. If you're local, we do sell these at the studio. Let's see, where can we get these paints? We sell them here. I don't really know other than that. We can ship them though. So message me if you want me to do that. So anyway, y'all have fun with this and post it if you decide to make it. All right, see ya, and happy Valentine's Day.